Daddy, why did they build all those pyramids? Chapter 5, 2079 AD, Prophecy. Did you see that thing on ANN, DeBrick said. She stared at his screen and then went at the one on the far wall. There was no answer from the next desk. Her colleague was deep in calculation and did not look up, though he did hear her. Krishan. Still no answer. She got up from her swivel chair, swept her long black hair out of her eyes, stepped over to Krishan's desk and put a seductive hand on his shoulder. She then leaned over and blew in his left ear. "Stop that!" Finally a response. "Stop what?" she said, and blew hot air in his ear again. Both knew what the net effect would be. Krishan finally looked up at her to prevent the imminent disaster. "I've just about got it, you meanie." "I'm not mean, I know what you are. Trouble," Krishan said. "Now give me one more second, then you can have your way with me." She stood straight up, but kept her hand on his shoulder and began tapping her foot. Another minute went by. She leaned over and blew on his ear again. "Time's up," DeBrick said. "You got that right, honey. 2099, he said, pumping his fist in the air. It grazed the tip of her bra, and she pulled back quickly and said, "Ouch!" "Sorry," Krishan said sheepishly. He had not meant to touch her, at least not there, but he knew he would never convince her. "What did you want to tell me?" he finally asked, still staring at her ample chest. "No, you first," she said, massaging her right breast, feigning severe injury. "No, I'm really sorry. You go ahead," Krishan said. "Only after you kiss it and make it all better." Krishan leaned forward in his chair, but DeBrick slowly pulled her owie away. "Okay, 2099, that's the year." "Are you sure, Creech? Last I talked to you about this, you said it would likely be 2244. "Nope, 2099. If you analyze the prophecies completely, it all fits." "What fits? Explain." "The city will arrive in 2099, Krishan said, a satisfied grin on his face. "The evil one is released from his incarceration exactly 1,000 years from the year Godfrey de Bouillon and the Crusaders captured Jerusalem the first time. The city arrives, Lucifer is released for a little season, Revelation 23, and the campaign for winning over humanity begins." Krishan leaned back in his chair, a satisfied smile on his face. He was about to pump the air again when he heard a new voice. "You guys see the board?" "Yes, sir," DeBrick said. "I was just about to tell Dr. Krishan here. Come over and join me. I want your first impressions," Dr. P said as he led them across the crowded room to the far video wall. "There." He pointed, and his two subordinates and a few others who had gathered around stared up at the screen. "Just another white dot, another asteroid, but early NASA data say it has size, real size. Could be as big as a moon," Dr. P said. "Ball game over," Grinder said. He was another researcher here at Prophetic Inc. He was known for his relentless approach to any project. As she had walked over to the board, DeBrick's mind started to compute the information Krishan had given her. It was only 20 years away. 2099 AD was only 20 years away. If Krishan's information was correct, if he was right, then could be another reflection phenomena like in 2038, Riza said. "No, NASA doesn't think so, or at least that's what NASA.com says." Dr. P had been through this many times before. He was the director of the little corporation called Prophetic Inc. His real name was Price Davidson, but everyone called him Dr. Prophecy, or P for short. He was convinced the city, the New Jerusalem, would show her colors one of these first days. "That's it," Krishan said, staring at the screen. "That's the real McCoy. Pardon the sacrilege, that's the city." "You cracked again," Grinder said in his deep voice, heavy eyebrows raised. "You back on the sauce?" Dr. P asked Krishan. "No, sir. Been 10 years, 10 months, 10... The irony hit him fully on the side of the head. He knew the inevitable migraine would be along in 20 or so minutes. "Gotta go get a pill. Miggy's on the way, but that's it. That's the city."